Hey, gang, what's up? It's your guy coming to you live from Studio 405.
Now give me my theme music.
Another Zagnet production, Jones. Mr. Fingaz. Collin from the DMV. Go Dawgs. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, gang? What's going on, gang? What's going on, gang? How's everybody doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? You, and you. Those of you in the front seats, those of you on the side seats, those of you up in the balcony, should have bought your tickets earlier. Appreciate you guys for showing up this evening. It is time for yet another edition of This Week in UGA Football. Who are we? I'm glad you asked. But before we do ask that you put your seats and seat backs and trays in the upright and lock position. Fasten your seatbelts. Why? Because
all I can tell y'all is that it's about to go down.
That is absolutely right. It's about to go down. I am one half of the team. I go by 108 million different names, but I am coming to you live from Studio 405. And that guy right there, he is the brother from another, the sexy mother Hubbard, the ace of base in the place, in your face, Collin P from the DMV. What's going on, baby?
Oh man, I'm doing good, dude. I like that intro. It's like, yeah, let's go. And that gets me hyped up when it's yeah, let's go. Yeah, man. It's been a great weekend all over. Love the Dawgs, man. Dawgs, epic showing and epic proportions. Let's put it that way. I'll try to get my English out better this time than last week. Nah, man, doing great. How was your weekend?
My weekend was equally enjoyable, sir, because I was watching the same sporting competition event that you were watching, and I was very, very pleased with the outcome. And I'm sure at some point you and I are going to discuss that. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into it right now, shall we?
Let go.
There we go. So much better. I can actually see now. I haven't had these on for a few days because I went to get a new pair of glasses. and they haven't come in yet. So I've been wearing the old ones, and they're all scratched and smudged. I've had contact lenses on for about 3 days. Have more contacts than forever. So please forgive me if I happen to take my glasses off, my old beat up glasses, and clean them a few times. But that's just how we do. I've been fighting with this thing I've been fighting with these glasses for the last couple days, and I'm tired.
Man, it just reminds me, our favorite movie. My cousin Vinny, where he says he's asking him about the glasses. They're talking about the guy with the glasses in his in his pocket. He goes, see, you're not wearing your prescription eyeglass. They're reading glasses.
Right.
But,
it's like, how many fingers now, dear? 2.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great movie, My Cousin Vinny. That one right there.
We always talk about
that one right there. One of our favorites. We actually have. Do I have it? Oh man, I don't even know if I have that clip. See, that's what I hate about these glasses. I had to pull them down over my face so I can see.
So you get to the age where you put them on the tip of your nose.
It's not in there. Let's see.
Like the librarian style.
Yeah, man. Well, while I had the contact lenses on, they can only do them in one strength. They can either do them where I can see far off because I am nearsighted, so I can read, like I can see all of this. But then I still need the glasses to be able to, see stuff far off. So they had the nearsighted contact lenses in, and then I still had to wear cheaters to be able to read because it's like what are we doing, man?
Getting old. That's what we're doing.
Oh, there it is. That's the clip I was looking for right there. See, it was right in front of my face. Couldn't see it because of the glasses.
Did you say utes?
Yeah, 2 utes.
What is a ute?
Yeah, that will forever be funny.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And right on time, there is the lady that is fast becoming our number one fan, the Miss Dana Stacy from the great state of Alabama. We're going to get in there. We're going to talk a little bit about that in just a bit. So I know, Stacy, you might still be a little bit in your feelings. Dana, you might still be a little bit in your feelings, but we're going to try and take it easy on you here today. But but yeah, the Dawgs did have a matchup with the Crimson Tide. And when I tell you that it was a battle of, I want to say it was a battle of epic proportions, but it turned out looking more like a crime scene by the time the game was over. And so, but Georgia winds up winning that game by the score of, where is it? There we go. These doggone glasses, by the score of 28-7. Even though it wasn't a blowout, it wasn't really close. Georgia only had to score 1 touchdown. I didn't even realize until I just looked at the box scores before we came on. We only scored 1 touchdown per quarter.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. We scored each quarter. 1, 2. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Held them to the last quarter, but at the same point, though, we held them scoreless for 5 quarters because they didn't score not 1 point. The last game we played them, they didn't score the second half. So they didn't score the second half of that game. They didn't score the first quarter, second quarter, or third quarter of this game. So we held them scoreless in 5 quarters.
Yeah, but we can thank our buddy. I wrote his name down. What's that boy's name that gave up that doggone touchdown with the penalties? Jones. I did not catch his first name, but I know his last name is Jones and his number is 15. So Mr. Number 15, Mr. Defensive Back for the University of Georgia. Tighten up, son. Tighten up. Now, this game didn't hurt us because we had a 3 touchdown lead at the time that this happened. But I'm telling you, actually, I think we were up we had a 3 touchdown lead at the time that happened. Yeah. But I'm here to tell you, there's some tougher teams coming that we're going to be facing. Because we did make it into the playoffs, and we'll get into that in a little bit. We make it into the playoffs. We have a first round bye. We play TBD in the All-State Sugar Bowl. The TBD depends on whether we face number 11 Tulane or number 6 Ole Miss. We're gonna wind up playing Ole Miss, but so if we win, we move on to the Fiesta Bowl, where we may very likely face Ohio State, because Ohio State matches up against Miami. The winner of the Miami, Texas, I started saying Miami and Texas A&M. What the heck is this, like a WWE 2-on-1 match? The winner of Miami, Texas A&M will take on Ohio State on New Year's Eve in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. So that's where that is right now. But let's get into what happened here with this game. Let's see who we got here. Oh, Mr. Ben Cornett is in the building. Thank you so much for joining us. Ben Cornett, a good friend of the show, good friend of the Let's Talk Football family of programs. By the way, you can check out that entire family of programs at Sean Spencer 22. Ben also has his own show, 5 Minutes of Fame or whatever he calls it, at Ben Cornett 9015. I hate these glasses, man. I hate them. Ben Cornett 9015. He also pops up on Facebook. Dana says she's got Ole Miss in that matchup against Tulane. I think everybody has Ole Miss in that matchup against Tulane. It'll be the Justin Fields Bowl if Georgia meets Ohio State. Truer words never spoken.
Yeah.
Because those of you that are lost, Justin Fields wound up committing to Georgia, showing up at Georgia, deciding he wanted to transfer out. Ran into some because the transfer portal rules were a little more rigid at that point. He wanted to transfer, but he wanted to be able to immediately play at Ohio State, and he petitioned whoever the heck he needed to petition. And I think the NCAA eventually did rule that he could play at Ohio State. Wound up playing at Ohio State, and then you know what he's doing now. Where is he now?
Yeah.
Green Bay? No, not Green Bay.
He was at Chicago, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He's still there?
No, wait, Justin Fields.
I thought he was.
No, Caleb Williams is a quarterback at Chicago now. Justin got traded to the Jets. He's with the Jets now.
Oh, he's with the Jets. Okay.
By the way, you all had to pardon me. Dinner showed up right before the show started. Big shouts out to there's a restaurant here in Oklahoma City called The Mule. They have delicious food. This onion ring and a sandwich. A sandwich called the Angry Texan. Look at the amount of braised short rib they stuck in that sandwich.
Ooh.
And because of the DoorDash deal, we got extra braised short rib.
They didn't bring any mustard.
I didn't say it was Tennessee braised rib, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say inside joke. Yeah, man. No, so I mean, I'm thinking Ole Miss as well. I mean, that we were talking about that earlier. Like, if I don't know, since all the drama going there, I don't know if you want to go into that. I'm going to that segment there with Ole Miss, but I think it might be a situation where in Notre Dame, where they had when Brian Kelly left, how good Notre Dame played, for
Marcus Freeman,
for their I cannot remember his name to save my life, but Marcus Freeman played very well for him, and I wonder if that's the same thing that happened in Ole Miss, but don't know. There was a lot of hoopla whenever he was the defensive coordinator was announced to.
It is reported that when he was announced as not only the interim coach but the permanent head coach, that he got a standing ovation from the team. He is apparently very well respected amongst members of the Ole Miss football squad. So we'll see what he's got to. I mean, here's the big challenge though. Now he's got to take over. And now he's got to. Is he going to hand over the reins as a defensive coordinator and just focus on head coaching duties, or is he still going to call defensive signals? Who knows? Because I don't think he was expecting to go from interim. I don't think he was expecting to go from DC to head coach just like that before the playoffs. So we shall see. But anyway, we're getting a little off the beaten path here. The Dawgs did play Alabama this past Saturday, and man, let me tell you what. I want to say something real quick. We're going to diverge for a second. We'll get back to the Dawgs in a second. They played in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right?
Correct.
Okay. There may or may not be another sports team that plays in that venue, right? Some kind of bird, something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about them?
Well, we're just gonna throw a little something out there, and then we're just gonna drop it on the plate and just walk away. It's gonna be one of those things you just walk in, mic drop, and walk out.
Yeah.
That particular sports franchise, whose name I shall not mention, just because this is a college show that plays in Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the occasional Sunday when they have home games, has each team plays 8 home games and 8 away games. Although it may be, I I don't know if they have an overseas game this year or not, but eight home games, 8 away games, a total of 8 games. We are now pushing into week 15, 14, 15. I have no clue. I haven't really been tracking. But at this point, we're catching up on the crucial time where we're talking about wild cards and who's in the hunt, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
That team in question, whose name I almost just called, has won a grand total of 2 home games in that arena. Collin, would you please be so kind as to tell the crowd watching this show right now how many games the Dawgs, the Bulldogs, as it were, of Athens in Clark County, Georgia, have won in Mercedes-Benz Stadium this college football season?
And this college football season, we played 2, didn't we? We played 2, no, maybe 3. Was it 3? It was 2, right? Yeah, we played Georgia Tech, and then we played. We played last night or Saturday. Yeah, 2. So we have bested the national. Never mind, the team that plays nationally.
Yeah, we have beaten. We have an equal record in terms of number of wins in that particular stadium that is played in by that NFL franchise.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, our win percentage is Gugob's better because we won both our games. That's insane. How insane is that?
You know what? What would be crazy if we actually looked over the last 5 years, because we played in that stadium a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you 100%. Well, we can't necessarily say that because we kind of have a history with the team. We just played this past Saturday, and they've beaten us multiple times in that same stadium.
Yes, they have. Very true. Yeah, I should be careful what I say. Yeah. I know we won. I know we won 2. We won 2. We know for a fact we won 2.
Well, just looking at the schedule, I think you can relax, my friend. We're playing in the Louisiana Superdome for the Sugar Bowl. Should we win that game, we'll be playing the Fiesta Bowl, which I believe is out in Arizona. And then if we make it to the national championship, we'll be playing in the Miami Gardens in Florida. So we will not have to worry about playing.
At least I keep it warm.
Yeah. Now the Peach Bowl, which is, I would assume, played now. Is the Peach Bowl played in Mercedes-Benz? Because the Peach Bowl is always played in Atlanta.
I think so. Yeah, I think there's always
Yeah, now the Peach Bowl will welcome the winner of whoever faces Texas Tech between James Madison and Oregon. The winner of that game, the Orange Bowl, will move on to the Peach Bowl to face whoever wins facing off against Indiana. And as we know, those 2 teams are Alabama and Oklahoma. But I'm talking too much about the CFP because we're going to save that because that's content for the back end of the show. So there was a game played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium this past Sunday, and the Dawgs did reign victorious to score to 28-7. Dude, from wire to wire, the Dawgs just came out. And as soon as they shut down that drive, I said, oh, because remember, when we played them before in Athens, they came into Sanford and shut us down.
Yeah, that first 3 and out that we had, I mean, like we got a little bit, but we got started with a 3 and out, and then they came out, and then our defense had a huge 3 and out. I think that they had there was potential for Bama to get the rolling like they normally do, and I think that was a huge first 3 and out. I think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game, in my opinion. But I mean, come on, dude, the defense. I mean, bro, the defense was locked in, loaded, and locked in and loaded.
Not just defense, but special teams. There was a statistic that I was not aware of. And were you aware of this? Kirby Smart is undefeated in games where there is a blocked kick.
Yep, I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that.
And Cole Spear provided that block kick in the form of a blocked punt in the first quarter, which resulted in Georgia marching right on in the end zone for what I believe was their first score of the game.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was the score.
Yeah. And then the turnovers continued with Dalen Everett picking off Ty Simpson later on in the first quarter, and they marched down again, and that was the second touchdown of the game. The first one was scored by Roderick Robinson. I believe the second one was scored by Branch, if I'm not mistaken. I may have who scored where mixed up, but each,
Yeah.
Now here's the thing that was glaring. Here's the glaring statistic. At the end of the day, at the end of the game, the Crimson Tide had -3 rushing yards.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Alabama granted, I am well aware that Nick Saban is no longer the coach at Alabama, but one of the things that Alabama was well known for during the Nick Saban era was running backs.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, and they were not able to get anything going. Now, in fairness, Jam Miller was out injured, and I do believe they did have the number one and number two were out for injuries. But once Georgia realized that the run game was shut down, all they had to do was pin their ears back, and
because Ty Simpson was running for his life. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, man, the Junkyard Dogs have made an appearance. I mean, they were coming through and just bowling over their offensive line, and Ty Simpson was, we had him on a hurry. But I mean, to your point also, I mean, both teams were banged up. So I mean, I'm not excusing anything. I'm just saying that it's just the SEC, the nature of the beast. They were banged up, and we were banged up as well. We had several of our people out, but
I mean, dude, it's the defense. You had 3 sacks. We registered 3 sacks in a game, and that was one of our sticking points earlier in the season. We were not getting to the quarterback. The DBs, our biggest complaints were DBs were getting burnt, and the D line was not getting to the quarterback. We had 3 sacks. Ja'Cory Thomas registered 1. Zayden Walker registered 1, and then Chris Cole and Quintavious Johnson had a half a sack apiece.
Yep.
So that means that they kind of sandwiched old Ty up at some point and managed to bring him down. Now here's the thing. Gunnar Stockton's stats, because the defense played so well and kept giving us a short field, Gunnar Stockton's stats did not look uber impressive. He was 20 of 26 for 156 yards. Now he did throw for 3 touchdowns. And had 39 rushing yards. And the team overall had 141 yards rushing. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call classic Kirby Smart football. Kirby went back to the days when he had pads on and he was a DB, and Mike Bobo had pads on and he was a quarterback. You may have seen the slogan on many a shirt, hoodie, hat, license plate liner, window sticker, poster in the possession of a University of Georgia football fan. 9 simple letters: run the ball, BAWL. Grind it out. Harkening back to the days of Herschel Walker, 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Yep.
And that's what they did, and ate up the clock.
Yeah, so, and the Dana's point is it is next man up. I mean, and it looks like, I mean, if you look at our the way we've gotten to where we've gotten this season, I mean, we're spreading the ball around. Like, I mean, you look at our running backs and receivers, which are spreading the ball around to the receivers is not really that surprising because we've always done that. But our running back room, I mean, even though we do have some, quite a few, well, we have a couple that are, Bo Walker's out. We have maybe I think a couple more that are out injured. But I mean, our running back room is, getting involved as well. I mean, if it's not just 1 to 2, carries, but I mean, we've got different looks that we can give the defense.
Mm-hmm. And Dana said it right here. Games are won and lost in the trenches.
Absolutely.
Now, you have to have a balanced attack because every game is not going to be like this. You're going to have some teams that are going to post up on you and then shut down your run game. So your pass game better be on point as well. Now, don't get it twisted. Georgia does have quite the stable of receivers, not known so much for being a receiving team, still having only had one 1,000-yard receiver in the history of the program. And that receiver is not named Bowers or McConkey, shockingly. You would think so, but I mean, the offense came to play, the defense came to play. Everybody was ready. I mean, when that London Humphreys block that he laid out for who was that ran the touchdown? Was it Nate Frazier?
Yeah, it was
when Nate took that. When Nate got the ball, he got the ball. He started to cut right. He saw that was just blocked off. Cut left and just cut a diagonal straight for the end zone, or was that Dylan Bell? I think that was Dylan Bell. Nope, those were all reception touchdowns. That was Nate Frazier.
That
When
was
Nate
Nate
Frazier
Frazier.
ran
Yeah,
that
so you
touchdown.
were right. Yeah, you were right.
That was Nate Frazier. And that play, the way he put those brakes on. Nate, let me tell you something, young man. Make sure you take care of your knees. You're not going to be able to start and stop like that forever, but it was a thing of beauty.
He did
Yeah.
get stuck. He did get stuck that one play, that outlet pass, that little hook and go, whatever. I guess it was a little bit halfback pass, but he got stuck in the ribs. He was down for a minute. He scared me, but he popped up after a little bit. So, yeah, I'm with you, Fingers.
Man, I'm gonna
Take
tell
care of
you.
yourself. Take care of yourself. We need you.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. He got his bell rung, but he can't grab his junk on television. I mean, the number of times you see, listen, little fun secret. I played football, Collin. You played football too, right?
No. I mean, I tried, but
I played a little bit of football. I'm gonna tell you, every time you see a player go down, it's not a hamstring, it's not a calf tightening up. It's somebody got him in the junk, even with the cup. Even with the cup on, you're talking about guys in excess. You're talking about grown men in excess of 200 plus pounds running at each other at full speed, and every now and again, you catch a good shoulder pad. You catch a good shoulder pad in the sack, or you might mess around and you go to make a dive and tackle, and you tackling dude, y'all fall on the ground together, and his knee gets you or something. Sometimes
man. I know.
I don't care what you say. Listen, I laugh every time people said they were faking injuries. Nah, they got that bell rung. They can't grab them on television. I'm just saying.
I hear that.
So, what else can you possibly say? This is a team that has shown you that they will meet you wherever you are and beat you wherever you are. And I wish I had thought to save the picture of you can tell when a quarterback has faced the University of Georgia defense, and it was a side by side of Ty Simpson and Arch Manning, and both of them looked like they had just gotten off a play. It was 1965, and they had just gotten back off a plane from Southwest Asia.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it was. We had him frazzled, and that's what we got to do from here on out. I mean, that's what we got to do. We've got to get to the ball, get to the quarterbacks, and make them make bad decisions. And that's all on our defense, which seemed to have shown up at the right time. I mean, the whole team has shown up at the right time. At the end of the season, It seems like the last 2-3 games, they came out of what I mean. Secondary, bro, can't say enough about our secondary. You know what I'm saying? We're constantly talking about the secondary, kind of suspect in this, and it's just, you know what? The pass rush is able to succeed because our secondary has stepped up and doing what they need to do, which I'm happy to see.
One word, 4 syllables, 9 letters, evolution. These guys remember, we were the Tennessee game right out the gate. Aguilar was burning our DBs left, right, and Sunday.
Oh yeah.
You're not seeing that happen as much anymore. Although again, number 15, Mr. Jones. We might have to go. We might have to go out to the woodshed. I hope that wasn't you with the belt beating it on the bench. Right. I hope that wasn't you, because you are this no knock. You learn, you live a fight another day, Bobby. But you are the reason those 2 penalties were the reason that Bama was able to get within scoring position. Now, the one play that did really shock me was Jeremy Bernard dropping that sure touchdown in the end zone. He's not normally. He's better. He's got better hands than that.
That he does.
I don't know if it was just pure exhaustion, adrenaline. Like, I gotta make this catch. We're down. I gotta catch this for the squad, and it just didn't come through. But
he was their leading receiver.
He was the leading receiver. Yeah, when he did have that touchdown.
Yeah.
But Ty Simpson with negative 28 yards rushing. I think when he gave himself up in the backfield, that was basically way. That was basically
when he slid right. Yeah. He slid down. I was surprised about that one, but he knew it was a busted play anyway. But
it was a busted play. But what about this? Consider this: if the game was closer, and that play was the difference between making the first down and keeping the momentum alive, or losing the game altogether. I would dare to say that he would have tried to make something out of that. I think looking at the scoreboard and thinking what was going on, is it worth it to get jacked up when we still might potentially get into the playoff? So he gave himself up on that play. He didn't have too bad of a game. He was 19 to 39, 212 yards. The pick really hurt though, because we did wind up the two turnover plays with the block punt and the interception. We managed to
we capitalized on those, which was a huge deal because that would made us 14-0 right there. So I mean, we capitalized on both of those turnovers, and we haven't seen a whole lot of those, this season. But I mean, the special teams and defense, that opens up our offense. I mean, that makes it. I mean, makes it quite easy for the offense. If the defense, stops the other offense, the defense has easy. Or sorry, the offense has it's pretty easy. I can't speak.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I am uber excited about this. And then, best of all, and Dana, I'm sorry. I know that you are a diehard. Dana is a diehard Bama fan. Lives in.
It looks like she's a realist, though. I mean, like us.
She is. She's a diehard Bama fan, born and bred in Alabama. And I know that you wanted to win, but you are still in the playoffs. But I got to. Well, actually, you know what? I'll save that for the end of the show. But I do want to share a little something with you all. A lot of Alabama fans are very familiar with a content creator, or you may not be, but you're about to be introduced to him this evening. Content creator by the name of Kangaroo Black, die-hard Alabama fan. Wait till you see this guy's studio. I may have just given away a little glimpse of what's coming. Before I move any further, please, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you guys for tuning in to This Week in UGA Football. Mr. Fingaz here from Studio 405, Collin P from the DMV, in the DMV, right there. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, please make sure to click the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it to your folks and let them know what's going on here. We got some good stuff going on here. Season 5 we're at. We've been doing this 5 years, Collin. Can you believe that?
Absolutely not, man. This is flying right on by. I mean, kind of like this year's flown by. I mean, like, dude, it seemed like the other day that we were, I was just on the couch and you were like, all right, we're going to do a dry run. All right, we're going live in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But hey, and we've been doing it for 5 years. So hey, good. I mean, wouldn't change anything in the world, man. I'm glad you got me into this.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. But with my dog brother.
That's right.
Now to get back to what we were talking about, Mr. Kangaroo Black, he's sitting on about 31 and some odd thousand subscribers. He doesn't hold his tongue. He is a diehard Bama fan. But on the flip side of that, he does give credit where credit is due. But he's going to talk mad smack in the week leading up to the game. But I had an opportunity to check out his show, and he managed to get a special guest on his show. So we're going to share that with you right now.
Reverend Redneck, what's going on, brother?
Amen and amen. That's Reverend Red and Black, brother. Reverend Red.
Okay, Red and Black. Okay, I ain't see it. Go ahead. Reverend Red and Black, my bad.
I just wanted to say, first of all, greetings to everyone in the chat. And my nephew, Zagnip Productions, wanted to tell you hello, but he couldn't make it this evening. But we are all blessed by the spirit of the great bulldog in the sky. And I just wanted to know.
Hold on. Let's say the people in Athens, in the surrounding areas, is blessed by the bulldog in the sky. And ain't nothing great about that dog. Nothing.
Well,
Alabama.
You say potato.
Alabama.
You say potato.
No dog.
You say potato. I say potato, brother. All I know
is potato in the South. That's all.
Well, what I really want to know, Boo Boo, is how you gonna sit up here on your show and just yesterday did the show and said that the Bulldogs was a great team and that they was wonderful and great and powerful, and then gonna get up here and say we ain't nobody. Did you not know that we was watching you on the video and we could see you?
Oh, you want to be Cat Williams?
I can be Cat Williams if I want to. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna get my uncle Reverend Red and Black to pray for you. Shut about a hot dog. That's all I got for you. That's what I'm saying.
I know what I said yesterday. I know what I said. Okay, but Don't I got the right to change my fucking mind?
Sure you do. You even listen. You got the dog. You got the dogs barking at you.
Listen. You ain't and your bulldog in the sky, in your fake damn freaking Cat Williams accent. Y'all ain't did a damn thing against Alabama. Not nothing.
I am well aware of that, sir. But you know what, brother? All I need is faith the size of a mustard seed. We got plenty of them when Tennessee threw them at us on the field.
He's 0-2 against Kalen DeBoer. Make sure you get all the facts. And because I give you credit,
okay. Look, man, I just wanted to come on here and give you a hard time, brother, because I know you was gonna get riled up. But I appreciate you playing along.
But all I'm gonna say is we gonna pray for you. We gonna pray for you. Just make sure your boys come ready, because we don't want y'all walking off the field after the game is over and everybody looking at y'all talking about Pole Little Tank Tank.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now you have a good evening and you stay blessed. Now, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to tip KB and make sure to tip your service, because if a pimp ain't got no money, then ain't nobody getting nothing tonight. That's all I got to say. KB, I got to go because Rev getting ready to pray over the Thanksgiving meal for the 8th time, and it's now Wednesday. Thanksgiving was a whole week ago. We'll see you on the field on Saturday. Go Dogs.
Roll time, bro.
Why spend hours on complex video platforms?
Okay.
With the upgraded Canva video editor, we've made.
All
There
right.
we go.
Well, apparently Canva got some free advertising out of the show tonight. Now, that was not all, because the game took place. And then KB had another show last night.
Oh, no.
And did Cat Williams let the opportunity to come back and revisit Kangaroo Black? did he let it sit and simmer? Or did he decide he was going to do what he was going to do?
Well, lay it on us.
Let me see. I need to share this tab instead. That's what I got to do. There we go. Well, there's the man.
Need some volume. Oh.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
Dude, I hate to tell you, but we can't. We couldn't hear it. The volume wasn't working.
the what?
The volume wasn't working on the video, dude.
The first one or the second one?
Second one. First one was fine. Second one didn't work.
Oh, well, damn. It's all right. I got a clip. I got a clip of it. I'm gonna put up.
All right. Yeah. Definitely. I want to see the second one.
Well, basically what it said is, KB, the last time we talked, you remember what I said last time we talked? He said, yeah, I remember. I just come to drop 4 little words on you. That's all. He said, I know what you're finna say. I know what the 4 words are. Pole Little Tank Tank.
Hey.
So, anyhow, is that what you were checking out to make sure that the sound came through?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I didn't.
You know what? I probably needed to have backed out and then re-added the second tab, but it's okay. You guys got the general gist of it,
Cause you know I can recreate it with my voice just as easy as if it was the real thing. Is it live or is it Memorex? Nobody will ever know, boo boo.
Anyway, shouts out to our guy KB Kangaroo Black. Thank you for being a good sport, man. He let he anytime I think I got to the point now where I can message him and be like, Cat want to say something, and he'll be like, oh Lord, here come this fool. And he'll pop the link in the chat, and I'll jump on and say my little 2 cents, and then I'll disappear. But it was a lot of fun. KB, appreciate you letting me come on the show on that goofy.
That's awesome.
But having said all of that, Dawgs do win in Atlanta 28-7. They are now back-to-back SEC champions, and they have exercised the demon of not beating Alabama in the SEC championship. So that one has been exercised. So I guess that means it'll be another, 21, now 25. Okay, so it'll be another 4 years before we beat Alabama again. That's about the cycle we're on right now. But hey, we'll take it this year. We'll take it this year.
We're even. We won 1-1.
One and one. We'll take the 1-1 for the season. So what we're gonna do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're gonna take a quick break and we will be right back. Please don't go anywhere because we got more stuff to share. Hey, that rhymes, and I actually did it on purpose this time. I'm on a roll. If you ride down the radio, see, okay, now I'm gonna stop right there because I just messed that all up. Anyway, we'll be right back. Don't go far. Man, you would think with me spending 9 years in the military, I'd know how to eat faster. I should have finished that whole sandwich by now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. The sandwich is good. If you're in the Oklahoma City area, the place is called The Mule, M-U-L-E, like a donkey. That sandwich is good.
One sad note. You know about Sonny's Barbecue, right?
Yeah.
The guy that actually, Mr. Sonny had passed away. He passed away, and it was, I believe it was today. I wouldn't know if it was today, but it was somewhere soon. I did want to say something about it. Hang on real quick. He was, Gainesville, Florida. Restaurateur Floyd Sonny Tillman, the founder of Sonny's Barbecue chain, has died. According to Post family and friends on social media, he was 96 years old.
Damn, he lived a good full life.
Yes, he did. That's that barbecue, man. That's that good eating.
Yeah, because they had a whole line of barbecue sauce, right?
Yeah. I believe that's right.
That's where I remember the name from because I never actually ate at Sonny's, but the barbecue sauces.
They had them all over down South Georgia. I mean, that's from Gainesville, Florida, but I mean, it was all over from Florida and down. I think Waycross was the one I used to go to. But yeah, unfortunately. But that barbecue, man, good stuff.
Yeah, that was some good stuff. That was some good eating, and there was a lot of dishes passed around that place. I would imagine as the customers came through. But and I'm sure, and there was a lot to dish. And in keeping along with the line of the conversation, you see what I did there, Collin? keeping the dish in the dirt here. Well, you guys know that oh, there it is. I thought it was going to pop up as a banner. It's actually running as a ticker down at the bottom. The illustrious committee known as the College Football Playoff Committee got together, locked themselves behind closed doors after this games on Saturday, and they sat up and they voted and they discussed and they talked and they yada yada pop and probably had coffee and caviar and all kinds of good stuff. And after all was said and done, they released the CFP rankings on the ESPN. You know, I don't have to tell you what network. They've been doing this for a minute. You guys know the network it's on. The same way they did when it was the 14 playoffs. So,
right.
The rankings came out, and there you have them right there. We should see them on the screen. So what we got going on right now, we've got in a shocking turn of events, and I say shocking only because we knew Indiana was good. We didn't expect them to be that good. It's so good, in fact, that they all but shut Ohio State down and had the kicker so shook that he missed a last-minute field goal that would have potentially tied the game and led into an overtime under the score of 10-13. Indiana takes the number one spot in the CFP. Doesn't affect Ohio State that much. They get knocked back one spot to number 2. That's fair. Ohio State was dominant this entire season. They were dominant this entire season, even beat Michigan. But as you know, as was said in a video on this channel earlier, I think like yesterday, day before, Ryan Day's got to be beside himself. It's like, I finally beat Michigan, and then I turn around and lose to college.
yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's kind of disheartening.
Beat Michigan for the first time in 4 years, and then to turn around and do this crap. But yeah, so Ohio State now number 2. The number 3 seed, of course, going to our Go Dogs, and the number 4 spot,
Trey.
The number 4 spot going to Texas Tech. So the matchups as you see them here. Where did I put I didn't write the numbers down. I feel like an idiot. Wow. And of course, well, you know what? We'll just keep it going because that's what we do. We're good at improvisation. Hey, Mo. Hey, Larry. Whoop, 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 whoop. Most notably missing from that ranking, if you don't see a face you're familiar with seeing during the playoffs, it's because they ain't on there. Notre Dame, who for the majority of the season was ranked ahead of Miami during the latter half of the season, was ranked ahead of Miami, suddenly disappeared from the rankings. Alabama was allowed to keep the number 9 spot. Alabama was allowed to keep the number 9 spot. Georgia moved up 1 spot to 3. Not much. And of course, Notre Dame is incensed, and now they're not going to play in a bowl game. A lot of other teams have opted out of bowl games, but before we get to jumping into that, let's also consider the fact that, I mean, you had a lot of coaching changes this year, and some of those teams that opted out because they wanted to focus on rebuilding the team for the next season.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's true, Dana.
Pew, pew, shots fired.
That is absolutely true. We say it every year. I think. Well, it feels like I say it every year.
Well, come on, man. Come on, though, man. I mean, it's the Big Ten. It's just the Big Ten is no different than the SEC. Every conference has the teams that are at the top, and then you got the middle ground. Then you got you got middle of the pack, and then you got the bottom of the pack. Now, if we're talking about the ACC doesn't know who's the top of the. They don't know who. Nobody wanted to win that conference, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
How crazy is that they had 2 lost teams in the ACC and they didn't get to play for the conference championship because 7 and 5 Duke won the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's insane. But I'm saying, like, look at the SEC though. I mean, like these teams now. I mean, like you can say that about the Big Ten, but I mean, like there's an upper echelon and there's a lower group of teams that just kind of hang around. That's not the case coming, for the SEC. I mean, you got Vanderbilt. Like Vanderbilt should have. I mean, like they had a legitimate, I mean, they were 10-2, right? So I mean, they had a good year. I mean, you look at the teams that normally aren't really talked about that are playing.
Vanderbilt is normally talked about, but not in the fashion they've been talked about for the better half of the last season and a half. Like I say season and a half because it's about halfway through last season when they're like, are you guys seeing what Vanderbilt's doing over here?
No, right, exactly.
So, yeah. But yeah, so where it lies right now is that number 3, Georgia, awaits the winner of. Do I have that up? I got it. Here it is. It's right over here. I got it up. There we go. I knew I was losing my mind. I thought I knew I had them somewhere. So, coming in at number 4, Texas Tech. Coming in at number 5, this is where I need my glasses, but I don't have them on. Oregon coming in at number 5. Ole Miss coming in at number 6. A&M at 7. A&M at 7. Oklahoma at 8. And Alabama at 9. Now, this poses an interesting question. I talked with Collin about this before. Let me run through these and then we'll come back to that. Bookmark me. Miami at number 10. Tulane at number 11. James Madison at number 12. And there is your top 12. But Collin and I were talking about this before the game. I said, are you noticing that all the teams are kind of bunched? All the SEC teams except for Georgia are bunched together in a cluster.
Yep. I mean, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So Georgia's 3, and then they got 6, 7, 8, 9 is all the other SEC.
Literally 6, 7, 8, 9. And Collin and I said, well, there's a reason for that. And the reason, or at least the conspiracy theory of the week is that the CFP bunched all the SEC teams together in a cluster so they could kind of cannibalize each other or be cannibalized.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want to believe what I'm telling you, they put Ole Miss. Ole Miss is at 6. Ole Miss is more than likely going to beat Tulane. Now, in the unlikely event that Tulane beats Ole Miss, then okay, you can throw that out the window. But Ole Miss is more than likely, the odds makers in Vegas are probably saying Ole Miss is going to beat Tulane, and they're going to be at least a minimum 2-score favorite. So now that means Ole Miss and Georgia have to play a rematch. They put Alabama and Oklahoma together in a rematch. One of them is going to be eliminated. And should Ole Miss win and make it to the Sugar Bowl, one of those two teams is going to be eliminated. Then you got A&M over here playing Miami, and A&M right now is suffering from battered Aggie syndrome. Those of you that don't understand that joke, go ahead and check out our buddies at SEC Shorts. Hilarious content right there. They're suffering from battered Aggie syndrome. I think they're thinking, oh, my God, here we go again. So, I honestly, I don't think A&M wants any parts of Ohio State. So,
I think you're right, dude.
I mean, because they're pissed. They are pissed that they lost to Indiana. And then I think that's it for the SEC team. So you got one team moving, and then on the Alabama-Oklahoma game, one of them's got to go play Indiana. And Indiana's on fire right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't know. We've already talked about it. I mean, they kind of, what's the bottom of it? Actually, who's it? Miami against
Miami's playing Miami's got, come on, doggone it. Miami's going to play A&M.
Okay. So yeah, we talked about it before. I don't know who I'd rather play. I mean, like, it's well, we play Ole Miss. I mean, like, we'll probably play Ole Miss. But then if Miami wins against A&M, then we'll see them if we beat whoever we play, Ole Miss. But like I said, dude, I don't know about you, but I want our paths to cross with Miami. I just do. I just do.
Yeah.
That's the cynic in me, man. I'm being cynical. That's all.
Well, Collin is like, I want to face him, and I'm saying, be careful what you got to sometimes be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
Very true. True.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but that almost for me equates to, like, sorry to those of you that may be Commanders fans, but Washington Commanders fans chanting "We want Dallas" during the middle of a season that's not going well.
No. Well, I mean, yeah.
So
when people chanting "We want Georgia" and "We want Bama," you're gonna get it. You keep chanting, you're gonna get what you ask for.
And like I said, the All-State Sugar Bowl will be broadcast on New Year's Day, a primetime game, 7 p.m. on ESPN. Tulane Ole Miss face off December 20th, which is in 2 weeks. As we know, there will be no college football next week except for the Army-Navy game. And I would just like to take a moment to thank the young men and women who worked very hard and very diligently and did their due diligence in order to be admitted into one of the most prestigious universities in the United States of America, and some would say the premier, just because it was the first military academy. I think it was the first. Please fact check me on that if I'm wrong. Military academy in the United States. So to the men and women that have volunteered to go and be the leaders of the rest of the men and women that are already in the Army, in the Navy, thank you so very much for everything that you do, from one veteran to our future veterans.
Into a citizen as well. Sorry, didn't know what to say.
Yeah. So Tulane, Ole Miss. Like I said, there'll be no games next week except for Army Navy game, and then I think we have bowl games the week after that, because the first round of, let's see, where are we now? Today is the 8th, so that means we don't even get into the first round for 11 days.
Yeah, that'd be the 19th. So CFP's from December 19th to January 19th.
Yeah, and the bowl games start. The bowl games start that weekend, but we don't start getting into, until the 19th and 20th that weekend. Right. And then it looks like there's a
Well, I don't know, man. We're talking about all these teams that are opting out of bowls. I haven't looked at the bowls on 13, 14, 15.
Well, I've only seen about 3 or 4 teams that have opted out, and that's including Notre Dame. I know K-State opted out. Another team opted out. Like I said, teams that have brand new coaches.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of those, and they were like, "Hey, look, we just fired a coach. We just got a new coach. We're going to opt out so that we can focus on moving forward next season." So no harm, no foul there.
Well, I mean, that remains. I don't know though how much money. Well, it depends on the bowl, I guess. Like, how much money is that going to cost? I know there's no shortage of funds, but at the same point,
or at least you would think, because you would think that they're just printing money out of there. They got their own printing press. The way that the money's being thrown around. Some folks are making the argument, like, what about these guys whose last chance it is to make an impression for NFL scout? Man, listen, let me tell you something. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but these guys have been playing football. Some of them have been playing football for 3-4 years, and it's December, and the football season started in late August. If the NFL scouts have not seen what they need to see to determine whether or not they're going to draft them, then that player is more than likely not going to get drafted. Let's just call it what it is. Please let me know in the comments if I am lying or not.
No, but then you look at the flip side of that, and you got the team, the players that are worried about getting hurt, but then they don't play. I mean, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But either here or
yeah, exactly what you're talking about there. So off to here we are, off to the races, and of course the arguments being had about the whole Notre Dame situation. I personally, when I saw the rankings, I went off. I had a video on this same channel that I posted. I have a thing that I do called Car Chronicles, and I have some thoughts as when I get up on Saturday morning, I turn on ESPN as I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and I watch all the happenings going on with college football, and then I ruminate on them. I let them bounce around in my mind, and then I get in the car on the way to the gym, set up the camera, bloop, and I record a video. And yes, I am safe. It is in a holder. I hit the button before I pull out of the garage. I got my seatbelt on. My hands are at 10 and 2. I'm looking out the window. I'm not looking at the camera until I get to the gym. And that's generally when I will stop the video. And then I'll have another thought. Sometimes I'll do 2-3 videos in the parking lot. I get to the gym at say 9 o'clock in the morning. Won't get in there till like 10:30 because I've done 2-3 videos and posted them. I had my thoughts on the CFP. I had my thoughts on Notre Dame opting out. Is that the future? It's all there. And a lot of people have had a lot of things to say about that. So if you want to check those out, please feel free right here on this channel. Those of you that are watching right now, we appreciate you watching us. We still got a couple of viewers left. No. Yes, we do. We still have a couple of viewers left. We appreciate y'all for tuning in this evening to This Week in SEC Football. Excuse me. So Collin, you want to make let's see. Let's just go with the all SEC first round matchup, Alabama, Oklahoma, here in Norman, December 19th, 7 p.m. I have checked StubHub and SeatGeek, and the prices for the tickets, the cheap ones are $400. So good luck getting cheap tickets unless you pay for them with a firm, in which case you can pay for them in like 4 easy payments or like 12 monthly payments of $30 something odd dollars a month. But good luck getting those tickets. I'm just saying, because the prices are already, and the game's not for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's going to be really crazy.
I guarantee you the tickets are going to be sold out before this weekend.
Oh, for sure.
A home game in the college football playoff. They're gonna be sold out.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's kind of odd with the Bama and Oklahoma. I mean, Oklahoma, like we always know, it's hard to beat a team twice. So I mean, if Oklahoma can do it, more power to them. But
wait a minute. Hold on. What did you say? What did you say about that whole beating a team twice thing?
well, I know we can do that for Texas. We can't do that to Bama though.
Oh man, you stepped on.
I knew what I was saying. we got no problem with Texas, but yeah. So we evidently got a problem with Alabama. That's pretty much our only or has been our only problem. But yeah, that I think that's gonna be a good game, bro. I mean, I don't know. I can't even honestly. I can't even pick a winner because I don't even know who I think's gonna win that game. It's gonna be tight. I think. I mean, because you're gonna have what do you say? Like you got 2 weeks for Bama to kind of heal up.
Yeah, hopefully the biggest thing for them is hopefully they get Jam Miller back, and I don't know what Ryan Grubb has to do to get our boy Ty up to speed because he's not been himself lately.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean yeah, I mean Dan, you're right. I mean that depends on what Oklahoma team shows up as well. You know, what Bama. I mean, because Bama should be a little bit pissed off with us or pissed off for losing. So they might have a little extra ground, but I think it's gonna be a good game. It'd be back and forth, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let me back that out. I'm gonna try and play that again. Hold on. Let's stop the screen. Stop the screen. Nope. Stop the screen. There we go. No, I didn't want to. Anyway, we'll get back to that in a minute.
No, that's it. I mean, like then you got Ole Miss and I guess it was Tulane, right? Then you got A&M and Miami.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at I'm really just want to talk about the Alabama Oklahoma game. So you got a Ty Simpson that when he's 100% on could be one of the.
Of course,
he could be a dangerous quarterback because
yes, sir.
The blocker breaks down, he can beat you with his legs. And then on top of that, when they're healthy, he's got Jam Miller. We already talked about the aforementioned Jeremy Bernard. We've got Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams only had a couple of catches in the game against us, but we could not, for whatever reason, we couldn't tackle him. And that's, right. I mean, he pulled that same doggone spin move on somebody. And then the second pass, he managed to just kind of tiptoe his way out of bounds and get away from everybody.
Yeah, that dude, he's only 175 pounds, and he glides through the air, man. He glides through when he's running. It's awesome. But yeah, what do you think though? You think Oklahoma or Bama? What do you think? I mean, there are caveats obviously, but
yeah, I think that we're looking at a Bama team. We're looking at a Bama team that's kind of in a weird place right now. I mean, after that Florida State loss, they were just knocking everybody upside the head. Okay, and then I don't know what happened with the Auburn game. They kind of something happened with the Auburn game. They kind of it's the Auburn game. It's a rivalry game. Let's just go ahead.
You know what? It's always like that.
Let me backtrack. For those people that had anything to say about they struggled with Auburn, it's a rivalry game. Last year. Georgia Tech took us to 8 overtimes. 8, as in one number more than 7, one number less than 9, half of 16, 8, twice of 4, quadruple of 2, and 8 of 1. Yes, math, my thing. Let's go. Let's do it.
Amen.
You ever go night? No, let me stop. I'm getting into the Kevin Hart thing. Anyway, yeah, it's a rivalry game. And for some reason, teams manage to get up for rivalry. Look, Florida beat the crap out of Florida State.
Oh, yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
The Gators with Billy Napier fired.
Yeah.
With DJ Lagway looking like he drank a whole bottle of No-Dos before he came out on the field.
Absolutely.
Beat Florida State. It's a rivalry game.
Yep. Yeah.
But when it come down to that particular game, I mean, he looked to be shook. So hopefully Coach DeBoer can right the ship with him and get him back and realign his chakras and everything so that he'll be ready for that game. I think this is going to be a close fought game because where Alabama is strong on offense, Oklahoma is equally strong on defense. And then Oklahoma's offense, ever since John Mateer hurt his hand, it's been like Fred. It's been kind of iffy.
Right. I agree there.
So
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a good one. I mean, they got depends on what they do, what kind of healing they do, and what kind of ailing players they get all bandaged up, and everybody's good to go. 2 weeks is a long time. In respect, in respect to the healing on some of these guys. Some guys, that's all they need, But
yeah. And Dana's mentioning Mac or Russell, and I'm going to go out on a limb because I do not know. I don't know their backup players. I'm assuming those are maybe backup quarterbacks. Dana, you want to read us in? I think they might. Are those your backup quarterbacks? But yeah, so I think it's going to be a close. I think this is going to be a game that's going to come. I honestly think this game will come down to either a field goal or another last-second touchdown, like the one Oklahoma had against LSU.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are their backup quarterbacks. Hey, that's a good guy. Hey. Your guy got one right. How about that? One for your guy. How about hit the bell? That's not the bell. That's not necessarily the bell, but it's close enough. It's a good bell.
That's a bell.
It's a bell. It's not the bell, but it's a bell. So I think that one's going to be hard to pick for me. And that's the one I wanted to talk about specifically just because it's the one game in the first round that features two SEC teams going head to head. The rest of them, we could do a little thing with our picks on our next show. So next week, just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, next week there will be no show. Collin and I are going to take a well-deserved week off. And then we'll address the Army-Navy. I'll probably just do a little something about the Army-Navy game from the car or something like that. And we'll take a well-deserved week off, and then we will be back to talk more after the first round of the CFP, see how things go.
And I think I'm going to take a little trip. I told Fingaz earlier that me and the B-Man are taking a trip down to God's country, down to South Georgia to go see some family, do a little early Christmas. And then I'll be back for a little while, for a couple of days, and I'm going back.
Wait a minute. Y'all stole a quarterback from a team. Didn't y'all beat Eastern Illinois the week before the Auburn game? So y'all poached old boy from the team y'all beat, huh? That's what's up.
Alabama does what Bama do.
Hey. For those of you that are new to the experience that is this week in UGA football, during our very first season, are you kidding me? There it is. During our very first season, Collin just came up with we were talking about Georgia playing Bama, and Collin came up with the offhand comment, and he said exactly this.
Your Bama does what Bama do. Bama does what Bama do. It rolls off the tongue. I don't know.
It does. Bama does what Bama do. Oh, that's crazy. They put him in that game. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's even funnier is that is more of a Nick Saban type. That's a Nick Saban. That's a Nick Saban FU type move. He's up by 6 touchdowns, and it's like, and oh my God, is that who I think it is? Oh man, Mac is coming into the game. Those of you that don't understand, Mac was a transfer, a third-year junior transfer from Eastern Illinois, now lining up with the Crimson Tide against his old teammates.
That is awesome, dude. That is definitely that's a Saban move right there. That's a Saban.
Listen, I guarantee you, Saban was watching that and laughing.
He might be the one to call that in.
Hey, don't tell it, dude. You know, is it me or does Nick Saban seem a whole lot more relaxed now on game day? You see him and Kirby going at it.
That was great. He was like, "Oh, it's all BS, all that BS." What was so funny is he laid out everything that Kirby usually says. He said, "It was all that BS." And
he straight pulled the B Rabbit from 8 Mile. He just took everything he was going to say, and then Kirby. Except unlike Papa Doc, Kirby had to come back and say, to play your backup quarterbacks.
Evidently your trick is to play your backup quarterback. That's right. Evidently all you have to do is play your backup quarterback.
Right.
That was right on time too, and I saw that live, and I said, "Oh," and I almost pinged you, man. I almost texted you, but I figured you saw the same thing. And
I saw it.
I knew you understood it because I mean it was.
Yeah.
I picked it up right off the jump.
and we know our new number one fan definitely picked up on that. Right there.
Yeah.
Tua and Hurts, and you know what?
And it did hurt.
Years later, it did hurt then. It doesn't hurt quite so badly anymore. There's nothing like bringing a trinket home to help relieve the hurt. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Pew pew, shots fired.
Hey, back to back makes it feel better too.
Oh, dude, man. Can you imagine how much more crazier that would have been if it had been Bama both times?
Dude,
there's no way in hell that would have happened with Nick Saban, that coach.
How about a three? How about a three-peat? How crazy would that have been? That would have been nuts.
Man, no, now you're talking crazy. That's crazy. Like Lawrence Fishburne said, "What's love got to do with?" That's crazy talk, anime. That's crazy talk.
Hey, I can dream. It's all good. Ain't gonna make it true, but I can dream.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, wow, we have kind of talked our way all the way.
We were worried about filling up the spot.
Yeah,
we thought we were going to have a short show. We're running 10 minutes over. Those of y'all that hung with us, we really appreciate you. Although I think right now it's just Dana. So Dana, we appreciate you hanging with us.
Absolutely.
Those of you that are watching this or the replay later on, if you're watching a short video, if you're watching a reel somewhere, make sure you click the like button and share it with a friend if it's something that you agree with, or even if it's something you don't agree with. Say these two are just so full of, you know what?
Well, let us know why.
Drop us a comment and let us know why. And then send it to your friends and say, don't you think these guys are full of, you know what? Listen, just so you know, Collin and I do both have very colorful vocabularies. We just kind of reel it in for the show. We might drop one here or there every now and again, but we still reel it in for the show. So we appreciate you all.
Well, we do appreciate you, Dana, for being in the comments and being so vocal. Appreciate it, especially being a Bama fan. You know how we go back and forth.
Oh yeah, for sure. As soon as what time it is that we get monetized, Dana's going to definitely be one of the first members to sign up. Matter of fact, for Dana,
we appreciate you. You get one of these right here. We tune in. I can't talk. We appreciate you tuning in and staying with us. So let me see if I can get this doggone thing to play again.
I'm with you because I want you to, because you got to hear the rebuttal. You got to hear it. I'm sorry. Share screen. Bebop. Also share tab audio. Collin, just give me a ping if for whatever reason it doesn't play.
I got you.
All right. If the audio doesn't play.
Words I want to drop on you, then I'm gonna dip out because you caught me.
Got to back it up.
Guys get a little healthy.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49.
All right, skip.
But Ty Simpson, man, run the football.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I mean, I gotta say that had to have been the most.
I skipped too far because I literally was only on for a minute.
Know that you
run the football.
I mean, this guy taught. And the one thing I love about KB is you can watch and tell how you could tell sometimes he's like, God, I'm bored with this guy, but I'm gonna let him talk out because I appreciate him calling in.
But you remember what I said? You know, I had to get on here because I just had 4 words I wanted to drop on you, then I'm gonna dip out because you caught me in the middle of a little bit of a transactional situation, if you understand what I'm saying.
I already know the 4 words.
Paul little tank tank.
You stupid, man.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you letting me have a couple of minutes of your time, and I'm gonna let you go because you got a long line of people. But I just wanted to come by and say congratulations again, and one more time for the people that didn't hear it in the back. Paul little tank tank. And oh yeah, by the way, have a good evening and go Dawgs.
There you go.
Roll Tide, bro.
And that was it. Because it didn't make any sense if you didn't get the rebuttal on the back end.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. I and then I had somebody in the comments say, next time you got to do 3 voices because I did Reverend Red and Black. And
I can't do What got me? He said Reverend Redneck, and I like to die. I was like, that's hilarious, Reverend Redneck.
Reverend. What, dude? He calls me Zognif.
Zognif.
That's what's up. But you know what? That's my dude, and this what's up. I'm not gonna correct him no time soon.
No, heck no. All good.
So, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being a part of this week's edition of This Week in the S. This is the Herb. Wow, that I gotta get a longer applause break because that thing keeps messing me up. We appreciate you tuning in for This Week in UGA football. We'll be off next week. There'll be some stuff pop up, but we'll be off next week. God, Collin, I got 15 shows to comb through for best of segments because we haven't done one since season. We haven't done a best of segment since season 1.
Really?
Yeah, we did one in season 1, and I had to remember when we first got started, we were doing 2 shows a week. We were doing Monday and Thursday. So we did from tape to tape, 12 weeks of regular season football plus the CFP plus the bowl games. We wound up doing, God, it had to have been 30, 40. I don't know. We had about 26, 27 shows that season.
That's insane. All full, maybe.
And all 1 hour or more. We weren't doing, and we weren't doing short segments. I wasn't clipping videos. We were just coming on and doing an hour and jumping off. Now we're doing an hour a week. I'm doing stuff in the car. I'm cutting up videos. Don't get it twisted. I love it. It's a lot easier doing it this way than it is to do 2 shows a week. But we still got to come up with a best of, and maybe some blooper reels, something like that. But we appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here. On behalf of the show, I am Mr. Fingaz. That is Collin P from the DMV. We will see you again in 2 weeks. Don't miss it. We will be back. We will miss you while we're gone, but we just won't be here. So y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And until then, go Dawgs.
Man, go Dawgs.